Florida is often thought of as beaches, wetlands, and swamps, but some of the most biologically important ecosystems in the state are actually its upland habitats. In this presentation, I'll explain why Florida's uplands are global biodiversity hotspots, what makes them so unique, and why protecting them matters. This project was created for the Upland Systems module of the Florida Master Naturalist program. Did you know that Florida is considered a global biodiversity hotspot? Conservation International identifies just 36 biodiversity hotspots worldwide. These areas cover only a small fraction of Earth's land surface, yet they contain an extraordinary number of species found nowhere else on the planet. Unfortunately, many of these hotspots are also under severe threat, which makes conservation especially urgent. Florida lies within the North American Coastal Plain hotspot, which was officially added to the Global Hotspot list in 2016. This region was recognized because of its exceptionally high number of endemic plant species, species that exist nowhere else, combined with extensive habitat loss from development and land use change. Florida plays a central role in this hotspot, especially when it comes to upland ecosystems. Florida's upland habitats include pinelands, hardwood forests, scrub, and dry prairie. These uplands closely correspond to areas of high biodiversity and endemism across the state. Although they often receive less attention than wetlands, upland systems are essential to Florida's biological richness and support many rare and specialized species. There are several reasons why Florida's uplands support such remarkable biodiversity. First is geologic isolation. Florida's uplands formed as ancient sand islands that were repeatedly isolated by rising sea levels. Over time, this isolation allowed species to evolve independently, leading to high levels of endemism. Second is fire ecology. Frequent low-intensity wildfires are a natural and necessary part of upland ecosystems. Fire prevents overgrowth, recycles nutrients, and stimulates regeneration, helping maintain species-rich landscapes. Finally, Florida sits at the intersection of temperate and tropical zones. This overlap allows upland habitats to support a unique mix of Appalachian relict species alongside subtropical and Caribbean-influenced plants. Many species found in Florida's upland habitats are endemic or nearly endemic to the state. Examples include the Florida scrub jay, which depends entirely on scrub habitat, the Atala butterfly, whose survival is tied to native Coontie palms, and the key deer, found only in the Florida Keys. Plant species such as flag pawpaw are also restricted to specific upland environments, making these habitats irreplaceable. Florida's uplands are also home to rare and distinctive plant species. Sandhill lupin grows in scrub habitats, while the critically endangered Florida choraya survives only in a small region of northern Florida. Pine lily thrives in fire-maintained pine flatwoods, and Florida rosemary dominates certain scrub ecosystems. Each of these plants is closely adapted to its habitat and plays a role in supporting broader ecological communities. Despite their importance, Florida's upland habitats face significant threats. Habitat loss from development, agriculture, and road construction continues to fragment and destroy upland ecosystems. One example is split oak forest in Orlando, which has been threatened by a toll road development. Fire suppression is another major issue. When natural fire cycles are disrupted, upland habitats undergo ecological succession that alters species composition and reduces biodiversity. Invasive plant species further threaten uplands by outcompeting native plants and degrading habitat quality. There are many ways that individuals can help protect Florida's upland habitats. Staying informed and engaged in state and local conservation issues is critical, including voting for leaders who support land protection and speaking up when natural areas are threatened. You can also sign up for action alerts from conservation organizations such as the Florida Native Plant Society, Audubon Florida, and the Florida Wildlife Federation. Participating in citizen science projects like eBird or iNaturalist helps scientists track species and monitor ecosystem health. Finally, joining, supporting, or volunteering with conservation organizations makes a real difference. One of the best ways to appreciate Florida's upland habitats is to experience them firsthand. This QR code links to a map of upland sites across the state where you can explore these ecosystems yourself. By visiting, learning about, and valuing these places, we help ensure that Florida's upland habitats are protected for future generations.